Santi Cazorla is a diminutive, silky, creative midfielder with a wide array of passing and an aesthetically pleasing dribble style. At his best, Santi was arguably world class, but injury robbed the Spaniard at the peak of his powers. The Villarreal legend has one quality that stands out throughout his career: loyalty. Santiago Cazorla Gonzalez was born on the 13th of December 1984 in the Spanish town of Lugo de Alnera. The midfielder stood at 5'5" at his peak in terms of height, and in the youth academy there was questions whether he would make it due to being too small. Santi started his career in the Real Oviedo youth setup and was acquired by Villarreal 6 months before turning 18. On the 30th of November 2003, he came on for his substitute debut 1 minute into the 1-0 win. 1 minute to go, in the 1-0 win against Deportivo La Coruña. Later that year, he was to score his first goal in professional football in a 3-0 win against Udinese Bold Club in the UEFA Intertoto Cup, which Villarreal ended up winning that season. Santi became an established member of the Villarreal first team. He came into the side when Riquelme was suspended and scored his first league goal in a 4-0 win over Getafe. A week later, he scored again against Malaga and finished 4th in that season, with reaching the Champions League semi-finals. Santi at that point was playing as a hybrid between a winger and also a central midfielder come attacking midfielder. Santi joined newly promoted Recreativo de Huelva on the 7th of July 2006 for £600,000. There was a £1.2 million buyback clause imparted in the 4-year contract at the club by Villarreal should they decide that they want to bring the centre midfielder back to them. Santi made an impression instantly at his new club as he scored on his debut versus Mallorca in a 1-1 draw in La Liga. During this time, Santi unfortunately lost his father, and on April 2007, he dedicated a goal to his father, Jose Manuel, who died shortly before the game. They won that game 4-2. That season with Recreativo, they finished 8th in the league, and Santi was named Spanish Player of the Year by Don Balón themselves. One season at Recreativo was enough for Villarreal to trigger that buyback clause and bring him back home. He had proved himself, and in the season coming, he was a key player as Villarreal finished 2nd. He got 2 assists and 5 goals to his name. In 2008, he also was surprisingly called up to Euro 2008. He made his international debut on the 31st of May in a 2-1 victory against Peru. Santi famously rejected Real Madrid on the 26th of August 2008, saying, There are many other things in football besides Real Madrid. It's clear that it is possible to say no to them. There is no doubt they are a great team, but I also feel very satisfied and valued at my club. I hope I can continue growing at Villarreal as I am young and I'm only starting off with the national team. This is a show of incredible loyalty from Santi Cazorla and also know-how on how to best to progress his career. Unfortunately, in 2009 he injured his right fibula, but he returned for the final match of the 08-09 season, and in total he got 8 goals for that whole season. This injury was the start of something to continue. In 2009-10, he struggled with injury and missed the 2010 World Cup, but only missed 1 game in 2010-11, so the following season, scored 5 goals in that season and finished 4th with Champions League qualification. Overall, during his time at Villarreal, he had 181 appearances and 25 goals to his name. The next chapter in his career was Malaga. He joined on the 26th of July in 2011 for £21 million. Scored on his debut on August the 28th from a free kick in a 2-1 loss away at Sevilla. Set pieces were something that Santi had added to his arsenal. The actual technically gifted player had started to become renowned for his set plays. Cazorla would go on to be an icon at the Emirates, but His debut started off with a man-of-the-match performance against Sunderland. His first Arsenal goal came in a 2-0 win at Anfield, and his first hat-trick in his career came against Reading also. Controversy did find the Spaniard though, when Arsene Wenger publicly had to apologise for a dive that Cazorla committed for a pen which earned Arsenal a 1-0 win against West Brom. The accolades kept coming though. On the 14th of May 2013, Cazorla got 4 assists in a 4-1 win over Wigan Athletic, which helped the Gunners secure 4th place that season. Cazorla's first season at Arsenal was exceptional. He got Arsenal Player of the Season for the 12-13 season, 12 goals, 14 assists in 49 appearances. Arsene Wenger publicly praised Cazorla and questioned the fact that he wasn't included in the PFA Team of the Season for that year. From a career perspective, Cazorla also played his 300th game of his career against Cardiff City in a 3-0 win on the 30th of November 2013. One notable moment was this free kick here, where Cazorla scored in a notable comeback where they went 2-0 down against Hull City in the FA Cup final, and his goal just before half-time led Arsenal to start their comeback. They ended up winning the game and winning the FA Cup. That season in 2014, Cazorla got 7 goals in 47 appearances. They then went on to win the 2014 Community Shield, and Cazorla scored the opener in this game. On a yearly basis, trophies started to flow at Arsenal with Cazorla. In 2015, they made back-to-back FA Cup finals, and Cazorla put on a man-of-the-match performance in a 4-0 win against Villa. In the 2015 season, Cazorla amassed 7 goals and 11 assists. Cazorla signed a contract extension in the 16-17 season while injured. Wenger wanted to offer Cazorla that security to know that he doesn't have to worry about a club while he was getting back to his best and getting fit. That contract, however, came to an end in the 17-18 season. Little did we know that Santi's last game for Arsenal would be that Ludogorets game. In 2020, Santi Cazorla publicly stated that he would love to be able to say bye to the Arsenal fans and have a farewell match. That, so far, hasn't occurred, but it does look like there could be murmurings of that in the near future. So, where does Santi end up? He goes back to Villarreal and returns. 636 days out with an injury, and he finally takes part in a friendly against Heracles. Initially he signed just to try and get fit again, but he actually signed with Villarreal on the 9th of August 2018 and was unveiled at the stadium. On the 27th of September 2019, Cazorla became the highest scoring midfielder in Villarreal history, notching 46 goals and ended the season with 10 assists, showing that the injury really hadn't hampered his ability. Cazorla ended his 2-year stay at Villarreal on 19th of July 2020, when his last appearance for Villarreal was against Eibar. That season he got 11 goals and 9 assists in his final season. His total record for Villarreal was 334 appearances, 57 goals in over 3 spells at the club. Cazorla would then join Xavi's Saudi team Al Hilal and win 6 trophies at the club. This was only a 2-year stint though, and he was the Saudi Player of the Season once in that time. Cazorla would then show immense loyalty once again and join Oviedo for a second time, his childhood club who he came through in the youth academy. This is where he still plays today. So that's the club career of Cazorla. Some more information about him before we discuss his international career is that his son is called Enzo, his daughter is called India. Tattoos are on his arms in which he kissed in any famous Cazorla celebration. However, obviously, one of those was partially removed in the skin graft. Cazorla has bought shares in Oviedo with Michu and Juan Mata as Oviedo have struggled financially. In his club career, he has 687 games and 138 goals. He has been slated as one of the most technically gifted players of his generation, and his famous attribute is the fact that he is so press resistant. His first international goal came against Chile in a 3-0 friendly win at his club's home ground, although Cazorla missed the 2010 FIFA World Cup due to a hernia injury. On the 19th of June 2014, Cazorla made his World Cup debut by coming on for the last 14 minutes in place of Pedro against Chile. Unfortunately though, Cazorla did miss out on the 2016 Euro finals after he had just come back from injury. This extended to 2016 or 17 when he would not feature for the international team due to different injuries. Surprisingly though, at his age, and after he was playing regularly for Villarreal, Cazorla made a return to the international setup in May 2019. On 7th of June, he made his first appearance for Spain since November 2015, a gap of 1,302 days. This was the first and only time that Cazorla has ever captained the Spanish setup. Overall for Spain, Cazorla has 78 caps and 14 goals. In his career, Cazorla won the Intercontinental Cup with Villarreal in 2004, the FA Cup twice with Arsenal, as well as 2 Community Shields in 2014 and 15. With Al Sadd, he won the Qatari Stars League in 2020-2021, the Emir Qatar Cup in 20 and 21, the Qatar Cup in 21, and the Qatar Stars Cup in 2019-20. He won the UEFA European Championships in 2008 and 2012. And on an individual basis, he won the Spanish Player of the Year in 2006-07, Arsenal Player of the Season in 12-13, PFA Fans Player of the Month December 14 and 15, and January 2015. Qatar Stars League Best Player in 2021, and the Qatar Stars League Player of the Month in September to October 2020. Cazorla is a fantastic diminutive technical player whose wider range of passing and astute dribbling skills was a showcase for all. He's one of the most aesthetically pleasing players to watch and grace the Premier League, and an Arsenal icon as well as a Villarreal legend. Cazorla is widely known and in favourable terms across all of football. His technical ability stands above all, and contrary to popular belief, I believe that injuries robbed him from larger success at Arsenal, and if he didn't get injured in that season, I believe Arsenal would have gone on to lift the league title. What could have been of Cazorla's career? I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe for more from us. Thank you for watching. This is something a bit new, documentary style video. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.